I've got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love, and I know that it's all mine. Oh, whoa. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with um, a retirement vlog video. Today is day 10. I did not go running today just because I hurt my back on either yesterday's run or I tweaked it while I was sleeping. I've been waking up in really weird positions. Also, been having some very weird dreams. One was about I had to drag Big Bird, like from Sesame Street, out of a garbage can, and then when I grabbed its bird leg, it turned into a lion, a male lion, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to die." But it was like a tame lion, anyway, that was the one the other night, and the one last night had to do with my Austrian friend coming here, but I was in school and I had to wait to use the locker room, and she had to wait in the hallway, and it's a really weird thing. And this teacher wouldn't let me into the locker room. And I was like, "Guy, come on, I'm being nice here." And yeah, I don't know where I saw that face before. Anyway, outside of that, the retirement day is what I've been filling my days with. I finished that Kirby game, the Kirby Star Allies. It's really good. When I did though, I only completed 76% of the game, and even though I completed the story, so a lot of things like this, where you complete the main storyline, but you're not 100% done. Well, you miss something here, or you miss something there. There's a secret world, whatever. And then there's a bunch of mini games with it too. So, I figure if I do one game every 2 weeks, figure about 26 games a year, I should be able to catch up on most, if not all, of the video games I've missed out on the last 8 years. I know I said, "Oh, Chavez, I thought you only, doing this business thing, in finance for 4.5 years, something like that, 4 years." Yeah, that's true, but I'm counting the days I was in the military just because that was what do you call it? I didn't really, because of the job that we had, we were 24-hour ops for 2T2 air transportation, and there aren't a ton of jobs like that in the military. A good amount of them are 9 to 5 jobs, like finance. Finance doesn't do doo-doo. So you could work finance, and then you can go to school on the side. You play video. You could have a life. Those of us that were porters were just, okay, we just finished a 12-hour shift. Let's get drunk. And that's exactly what we would do. So that being said, I would go and not play these. The only time I would play video games is really when I would take leave. Is when I took leave for Pokemon X and Y in 2013, and then when Pokemon Sun and Moon came out in 2016, that's actually when I scheduled my terminal leave, my exit from the military, around the release of that game, which I was gonna get out anyway. It's not like, oh, new game's coming out and get out of the military for that. No, I was, just again. For those of you that don't know, although I'm pretty sure you know at this point by now, I am the biggest nerd on the face of the planet, and not being able to play games really hurt me. It hurt me deep. It physically hurt. So between those two Pokemon games and Fire Emblem Awakening, those are the only 3 that I played in the military. And after getting out of the military, I played one, and that was Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's it. That is it. I replayed some old games on an emulator because I knew them already and I could do it really, really quickly, really fast. But yeah, that's not something that I was comfortable with, and not playing games. So figure good, yeah. I have this. I have Hyrule Warriors to play. I have Paper Mario to play. I haven't bought them yet. I actually have to go to Target or something today to buy them, wherever. Outside of that, I have been doing a little bit of shopping. Not for clothes. I bought clothes once, but I've been cooking myself. I just ate far too much oatmeal, and I've been making it not with water but whole milk, because I'm trying to put on a little weight, put on a little muscle. Obviously, I'm not so little around the middle, so I could probably stand to lose a little bit weight there. But I mean, as far as muscle, I don't want these twig arms forever. So I've been shopping a lot, and I've noticed that I completely understand 100% that when you're retired, you take things a little bit slower. You're supposed to stop and smell the roses. For those of you that can smell, those that know me, I can't smell, don't have a sense of smell. So I can't do that. Anyway, I digress. I'm going rambling on here. In the grocery store, because it's really all where I go, I noticed these old guys, or old people in general, but old guys. Now, these some of them like they're not so old, but some of them they have like the Korea vet or Vietnam vet, or one guy was a World War II vet, and I was like, "Whoa, you are badass," or salutes. And for those that don't know, military vets all kind of have like a little nod to each other, but the post 9/11 vets like myself are a little bit different. If you've seen those ads for Vet TV, pretty much explains it. That being said, not all the old people I see in the supermarket are vets. Some of them are just old, and I've told my girlfriend this. Like I've told, like, babe, if I ever get like that, or I'm just shuffling my feet and just a gust of wind could knock me over and I'll die, babe, just kill me, just shoot me. Like, and I love her, she loves me, but I don't think she has the heart to be actually shoot me. I'm pretty sure she's never fired a gun, so I'm gonna rely on you guys. Like, I already have a DNR, so it's not gonna take that much. Like, in like 40 years, just take me out. I don't care what I'm doing. I just don't want to be those. It literally freaks me out. And a lot, and why I'm, Chavez, you're retired. Why are you're running so much, getting in good shape? Okay, so a lot of people, the reason why they have to go into retirement homes and to those homes where they need assisted living is because they can't do this. They cannot get off the toilet, so their muscles are so deteriorated that they cannot do a half a body squat. And if I ever get to that point, like I said, I will just opt out myself. But then I don't think insurance pays if I opt out myself. So for the animals, because my life insurance going to Best Friend Animal Society, one of y'all have to do it for me. Outside of that, I told you about the weird dreams. The traveling where I've gone to go try to look for the best sandwich, I've gone a couple of different places so far. So far, the best one, it's not really a sandwich, it's more of a burger. Belfast, what's it called? Belfast Pub. It's over in Lindenhurst, New York. That's the best one by far. I have been going like every couple of days somewhere new, and somewhere be like, oh, okay, all right, let's see what sandwich this has. And the Belfast one, it was just like jalapeno mac and cheese burger with just bacon and just my mouth's literally watering as I'm talking about it. Outside of that, there is this one Spanish deli in Holtzville, New York, where there's a Spanish deli, so everyone there is like 5'2", 5'4", and I'm like a god when I go in there. It feels great, but they make this sausage, egg, and cheese on a roll, pepper and butter. It is so good. It is so heckin' good. So everyone comment down below the favorite sandwiches you've ever had, where you've gotten them. Because this summer, I'm going on a mission. I almost ate hair. It was disgusting. I honestly might get a haircut soon just because I'm finding hair everywhere. I'm going on a mission. Obviously, I'm going to go on a lot of vacations, but I'm similar to Shaggy and Scooby on Scooby-Doo Zombie Island, where they're like, me and Scoob have traveled the world on our stomachs. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to find the best sandwich in the U.S. Continental U.S. I don't know if I'm going to go to Hawaii or Alaska right away, even though I do have friends there that have been telling me to come visit, so maybe I will towards the end of the year. Anyway, retirement's been pretty good so far. I highly recommend it, but I also, so piano, I got a piano the other day, and the first thing that I wanted to do is, all right, let me try something really cool. So Attack on Titan Season 2, like dun 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 dun. And I'm just thinking, okay, let me try that. And then I realized that it is a very hard song, and I can learn like so few of it, and it's just really fast paced, and it's just, okay, let me start with something better. So then I try like, okay, you know what's a nice, simple white girl song that I would enjoy? All right. And then I'm thinking, oh, Vanessa Carlton, that would be great. So I'm going to learn Vanessa Carlton. Ever hear that one? So let me just real quick. Crashed on the floor when I moved in. So I actually learned that song already. It took me about 20 minutes. I was like, yes, I'm not dumb. I'm not losing brain cells. It's just because Attack on Titan Season 2 was such a hard song. I was like, okay, that's why I'm not getting it right away. But this is something where it's very easy. I can still do that, and that's what I think. Also, I think people lose their minds when they retire because they don't do anything. They don't have anything to do. They're not filling their time with anything meaningful. They're just sitting down and watching movies. But speaking of movies, okay, so Sense 8, not Sense 8. I'm sorry, Sense 8 is that Netflix show. Super 8 is a really fantastic, underrated movie. I went over the other day, Guns Akimbo, and was that other one that and Unfriended, which are all both very, very good in my opinion. But yeah, Super 8 is kind of got like a Stranger Things type feel where it's these kids that are they're friends and they're like making and they're fun. They're like mean to each other and there's little jabs at each other. And they're like 12, 14, somewhere around there. And they're filming a movie. Kids like and the kid's actually pretty good what he's doing. And he's like, "Oh, we need a story. We need a wife in this movie because they're all nerds, they're all boys and they get this one girl played by Elle Fanning. She's really good. To play this this one girl to play a woman in their movie, and it's really cute because she's like, oh my god, like she stole her dad's car to drive him to this location, and it's just fun. So they go to this location. It's like it's almost like a train stop, but old school train stop, almost like a Western one. There's a little wooden house, and then there's train tracks, and there's a payphone there because it's supposed to be in the 80s. And then it's from J.J. Abrams did it. It's got a Spielberg-y type feel, but they go and they're filming a scene, and then this train on the train tracks is coming, and the kid who's directing it is like, production value. So they're trying to everyone learn the lines and try to do the scene while the train is coming because I thought it would be really cool, and it is. And then this one kid, the hero of our story, I forget his name, but he goes and he looks behind us, and then you see this truck barreling down the mountain off-road, and he gets on the train tracks, goes head-on collision with this with the train, and I don't know how it's like a Ford truck, like I don't know how that derails an entire train, but you see the train go psh, and the car go psh, and then the car's going and like everyone's like, run, scatter. So they're scattering, and then this they're trying to like hide under the house, and one of the train cars that can fit like 4 regular cars in there launches into it and explodes the house. They're like, holy crap, shiz.jpg. That is absolutely insane. So I was like, oh, I don't know how the kids didn't die in that, and apparently the Ford car did not disintegrate into a million pieces like it should have. So that kind of annoyed me a little bit. But they find out the driver is some doctor, scientist guy who used to work with the government, and then the government's just like doing these nefarious plans, and government's evil. But it was really good because it's set in the 80s. So these people are just like, I think it's the Russians. They're all. But it was fun. It was a really good movie, so I thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, drop the best movies that you think. Best movies, video games, and sandwich shops you think I should go to, because that is what I've been doing with my time. It's been really fun. It's been really great so far. The running's been good, outside of getting the little tweak of the back yesterday, although I did do back as well, so maybe that had something to do with it, pull-ups. Oh yeah, so what I was getting at before I went on this giant long rant was I think as long as you're learning, as long as you're trying to be better, push yourself like, okay, well, what can I improve on? Can I improve on strength? Can I improve on agility? Can I learn? What can I learn? And as long as you keep doing that, I think your mind will be just fine. Do some mental exercises and, focus on mental agility. And it's fun. It's fun to say like, hey, I couldn't do this last week, but now I can. And especially learning, like you get that little feel-good part of your brain, or it releases those endorphins, and just like, oh, I learned something. Now I can play music and entertain people, and it's really cool. It's really fun. I love it all, and you'd be surprised. Like it comes back too. Like I have not looked at anything like so. So I could remember parts of Fur Elise as well, and it just comes back to you. And I just thought that was really cool. It's really fun how the brain works. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I love you all. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And everyone, say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. All right, I love you guys. Bye. Meow, meow, meow.